How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I want to talk to you about the crypto market here today. We do have some upgrades for VeChain, some interesting news articles from a lot of different companies that are throwing money at crypto right now, and just more adoption than ever. Now, we do have some news too from one of the bigger crypto apps basically saying, hey, retail investors are buying the dip right now, and we're seeing record numbers beating out what we have seen in the past. So I want to cover all this for you. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I really appreciate that. Hit subscribe too, turn the bell notification so you know right when I post a video, because some of this is really time relevant. Also, I will tell you what I'm buying or what I bought last night and over the last couple of days towards the end of the video, but I do need to cover one thing first. So I get people all the time to ask me what kind of apps I use for stocks and crypto. And recently I've been trying out a new stock trading app, and that's moomoo. So with moomoo, it's really nice because you can actually see news, updates, level 2 data, short selling information right on the app. So there's free level 2 data. Also, you can trade extended hours before the market opens, so at 4 a.m. Eastern time all the way to 8 p.m. Eastern time. And a lot of people don't realize how big this is, but this is really important when there is news before the market opens or after it closes to be able to take advantage of that. Now, with that being said, they are giving you a good amount of bonuses when you use the link underneath the video. So when you open a brokerage account and make any deposit, you get 2 free stocks worth up to $3,500 each. If you complete $2,000 worth of deposits, you get another 3 stocks, all worth up to $3,500. And it is commission-free trading for US residences. So definitely check that out underneath the video. If you've already used the referral link in a past video and you haven't already deposited, deposit some amount so that way you can get those free stocks. So thank you to moomoo. Now let's take a look at the market. Now, we do see a little bit of red, but honestly, this is about where we were yesterday. Sure, we're down 1% to 2% on some different cryptos, and Avalanche is actually hitting all-time highs as I'm talking. Avalanche has just taken off up a huge amount over the last 30 days, basically doubling, while a lot of other cryptos are just slightly up or even down a little bit. So overall, the crypto market seems fine. I don't think we're bearish at all. We do have some more news about companies throwing more and more money into the market, like KuCoin Labs launches a $100 million VC fund to empower early stage metaverse projects, just showing, hey, there's a lot of hype in metaverse still, and this is going to help grow that even more because there are millions on the line here from KuCoin and a lot of other companies too. We also got news, Staples Center becomes Crypto.com arena. So that's pretty big. A lot of people have heard about the Staples Center, and honestly, Crypto.com is doing a great job of trying to get out their name with all the stuff that they're doing with different actors and buying naming rights and stuff like that. We have the same thing coming from FTX. A lot of money is being spent on advertising. Now, we also have the Australian Baseball Club, Perth Heat, which I've never heard of. They've become the first sports club in the world to adopt Bitcoin as their standard. So they're going to pay all staff and players in Bitcoin from this Friday, and they're going to accept Bitcoin as sponsorship. So it doesn't sound like it's a requirement for people to pay in Bitcoin, but they are going to pay everyone in Bitcoin, which is just crazy to see the adoption. With BlockFi too, they're helping this adoption too. They just came out with this, I believe it was today, on their credit card. So I do have a link to this underneath the video if you're interested. They pay up to 3.5% back, and it was only Bitcoin, but now you can get Ethereum, Uniswap, Litecoin, all these different cryptos and also stablecoins as the reward for your spending. So that I think is awesome. I was considering making my card Ethereum back, but I'm still considering it at this point. So very cool. There's a link underneath the video if you're interested in that. Now let's talk about VeChain. So they are upgrading to Proof of Authority 2.0. So on Tuesday, they upgrade the VeChain Thor mainnet to the first phase of the Proof of Authority 2.0 surface consensus algorithm. Now we'll talk more about that in a second, but a little bit on VeChain, just a general background. VeChain is a proof of authority and it's run by 101 nodes. So it's very fast and reliable as a network. They say it's very much preferred for commercial and industrial applications. Of course, it's a little bit less decentralized compared to something like Ethereum, especially Bitcoin, but it's also less energy intensive and emits very low amounts of carbon. Now they just had update, and this is going to change in a couple different ways. So the first is a verifiable randomness function that securely and randomly assigns nodes to produce blocks or process transactions, making it immune to corruption. Now, I think this is awesome. Obviously, you need to make sure that there's no corruption for these types of businesses because everything needs to go smoothly and consistently over time. The second is a committee-endorsed block producing process that significantly reduces the probability of network forking. Forking can cause delays and slow the throughput of the network. Then the third component is a passive block finality confirmation process. This helps ensure new blocks are finalized even if all nodes on the network are unsynchronized. So this is just one more update from a crypto that I like, but this seems to be going pretty well. We already have Binance and Crypto.com supporting the fork, and even though it's not reflecting in the price, you can see it's still down over the last 24 hours. It's down 5%. Even though it's not reflecting in the price, when these kinds of cryptocurrency events happen and they just strengthen the crypto fundamentally, it's going to reflect at some point in the future. So that's awesome, just seeing a very solid update. With that, we also saw the Taproot upgrade recently, which went very smoothly, it seemed. We also have things like the DEX coming for Cardano. We already had the DEX on VeChain. So we are looking like it's going to be a very good end of the year still. I'm very excited, and we still have a lot of retail buying. So Coinbase, let me go back here. Voyager Digital CEO said that they're on pace for record December quarter. So he said that they're going to easily beat, and they're seeing a lot of people trying to pick up deals right now, even in opportunities like Avalanche, even though it's at all-time highs, and then other cryptos too. Now, personally, I have been buying. Yesterday, I bought Ethereum. You can see, actually, we passed a pretty interesting milestone for Ethereum, which is 7% ETH 2.0 staking rate. Now, we haven't passed another percent barrier since back in August, but that's pretty cool just to see, hey, we have more and more locked up. There's less and less on exchanges. So some whales took a good amount off exchanges, about 2 million Ethereum, which is worth over $8 billion with a B. They took that off exchanges. So more than 10% of the available Ethereum just vanished. And then also I have been picking up some Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I still think we could see a little bit more pain in just because there is pretty high leverage. So we still are seeing almost record high leverage ratios. Now a little bit of that got shaken out, but there's less and less on exchanges. Everyone wants a piece of it. And I think over the long term, it will do really, really well. And it's just one of the safest cryptos out there. Now, I have been picking up some other ones, not in the last 24 hours, but in the last few days, I did pick up some Cardano. I also picked up some Polkadot. And I will continue to add if we see any more red. Right now, I think we're at a good place. Bitcoin actually jumped off of about 58,600 multiple times. You can see both those times right here. And then we have just seen pretty strong support around that level, just bouncing off multiple times. So if we stay around the $60,000 mark, I am very excited. I think that we are off to the races here in the next few days, if not a week or two. So I think this is a good time to be accumulating, but I do have cash on the sidelines. So that is where BlockFi comes in. That's a great place to put some extra cash. But if in case this is all a little bit much for you and you want to start trading on a stock trading app, again, you can check out the link down below to moomoo. They're giving you those 5 free stocks, so definitely check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for hitting the like button and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.